Welcome to Proper Consumption. I'm Brandon.
I'm Xeric.
And today, as always, we're going to take you through a classic cocktail, then we're going to take you to a cocktail proper consumption style. Xeric, what are we doing today?
Brandon, today we're going to start them off with a Corpse Reviver number 2.
Heard the name, all right.
This is a classic cocktail. Some people say it's nearly 200 years old. It's a 19th century cocktail. And the way it got its name, Corpse Reviver, is that many people thought it brought it back to life after a long night of drinking. And so it has survived. It's a delicious cocktail. It's a very simple cocktail. One of the things that makes it so simple is that it's an equal parts cocktail. So I'll run you through the ingredients right quick. Right? So we're going to use Lillet Blanc, which is a French aperitif wine. We're going to use Cointreau, which is a orange liqueur. We're going to use Blue Coat American Dry Gin, a really good dry gin, award-winning. We're going to use a little bit of lemon juice, and we're going to use a little bit of absinthe. And the absinthe we're going to use today is Matahari. So the absinthe, we'll just put a few drops in of that, but everything else is going to be pretty much equal parts. So you can make it equal parts to your taste, all right? So let's get started on it.
Sounds good. So I'm excited about this one, and mainly because any drink that can bring me back to life, I'm excited about that piece. Sometimes everybody overindulges just a little, so I think that piece is good. Also, any drink that has absinthe in it normally is a very old cocktail. Very, very old cocktail.
Yeah, man, I love drinks with absinthe. A lot of people, don't use absinthe today. And, there's still that mystique around absinthe, right? Is it a hallucinogen? No, it's not actually a hallucinogen, but it is really good. And you should also use it kind of sparingly. Don't go full in with absinthe neat too much.
Absolutely. First time I tried absinthe was neat, like a regular drink, and didn't see any purple elephants, but was good enough.
I'm sure it was. We're gonna go about an ounce of each one of these. We're gonna go about 1 ounce of each. So we fill our 2 ounce jigger up about halfway. Roll all that. And one additional thing, the Corpse Reviver is a shaken cocktail, right? So that's also an important note. So I put a few drops of the absinthe in. Don't want to go too crazy with it, but you certainly want to get that the herbalness or medicinal kind of taste that comes through from the absinthe, right? So we're all in right there. Because you really want to get some of these flavors mixing together. You want to kind of get that lemon juice in with the orange flavors, and you want to get that wine coming all through. You really want to get that absinthe throughout, and it kind of just mixes it up really good when you have that juice going. All right. Because we have a drink that's nearly 200 years old, we're gonna go with an antique coupe here. If you check out the glass on top, the silver metal on the bottom, that's gonna be our cocktail. That's gonna be our coupe for today. All right, so we gotta get you a nice lemon peel garnish on that thing, of course, right? And remember, with the garnish, right, we're cutting it off, and we're not cutting into the flesh of the lemon.
Absolutely. So why not just use lemon juice, like a little squeeze bar? Why are you using fresh lemons?
Proper consumption style, and as any really good mixologist will tell you, you want your lemon to always be fresh. Any fruit that you can use in a cocktail, you want it to be fresh. It gives it better effervescence, better flavor, and it's just the way to go. You don't want to have some lemon juice that's been on the grocery store shelf for 3 months and in the bar or in someone's home for another 3 months. So you want to go as fresh as possible. Boom.
All right, let's try this Corpse Reviver. Smell the pressure. That's a solid cocktail. Definitely for equal parts. I would definitely say that you can taste every single ingredient that's in here. Blue Coat Gin, they are Philadelphia, really solid gin company. Great drink, sir. Absolutely great drink.
And again, like you say, equal parts, right? The gin is not too powerful. A lot of people shy away from gin. Don't shy away from gin. Gin in cocktails is fantastic, especially when it's the right cocktail and it's mixed with the right proportions. Excellent.
Absolutely. I feel revived. Great job.
All right, back to life. Welcome back to proper consumption. Next, Brandon's gonna give you guys a proper consumption original. So Brandon, what do you have for us today?
So this is very near and dear to my heart. This comes from the central part of Georgia. This is Macon. So Macon is my hometown, where I'm from, Macon, Georgia. And so this is me paying homage to my hometown. All right. So what this drink kind of inspired from is the Cherry Blossom Festival. So Macon has a Cherry Blossom Festival that is known nationally. It's about 10 days in March. People come down, all of the cherry blossom trees downtown are completely bloomed. Everybody's out. There's festivals, there's events, there's concerts. Great event. I definitely suggest everyone check it out. A lot of really good history that's there. You know, we got a few famous people from Macon, small city, but there's a few famous people.
Yeah.
You know, Otis Redding was one. Not gonna say he was good, he was great. You got Little Richard, who also was another really awesome entertainer. I know, right? Pancake 31. And even Jason Aldean, who's one of the biggest country singers now, that's kind of in the world right now, who actually lives in Nashville, where I reside currently. But he is from Macon, Georgia as well. So a lot of really good history, but a lot of this is really about the festival itself. And again, the whole city is kind of painted in this really light pink color. So this is my homage to Macon. So first, we got our favorite Uncle Nearest 1856. Again, really solid bourbon, 100 proof. We love the bourbon, but we also love the history of the bourbon as well. Many of you know this is the gentleman that taught Jack Daniels how to actually make bourbon. This is the Nearest Green. Next, we got Coqui Americano Rosa. So this is an aperitif. I will say this is probably one of the hardest liqueurs I ever had to work with.
Oh yeah.
And the reason being is that we use rose water a lot. Yeah, so this is like rose water on steroids.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. You know, this is like that, that absolutely Andre 3000 roses, Caroline. Like this is it, all in the bottle.
So when you're using rose water, you just need a little bit of rose water, right?
Absolutely.
To make your flavor, right? Because if you put too much rose water in a cocktail, it's going to taste like you're drinking a rose bush.
Absolutely, completely. And so this is almost that, but it's just smoothed up just a little bit. So it really has a great impact on this cocktail. And then simple serve, again, never about simple serve off the shelf. Simple serve is simply
water, sugar, half and half, melt it together over stove. You got simple syrup.
You got simple syrup. Never buy it. Then a little bit of lemon juice, and then we'll finish off with cherry. So first, we're gonna go a little ice in here. And you want to always put enough ice to at least cover your cocktail. So this cocktail is going to be a little bit boozy, but it's going to be very flavorful, very smooth, and perfect for a springtime bourbon cocktail.
Nice, I like boozy.
Exactly.
And I love Uncle Nearest.
Absolutely love it. So we're going to go 2 ounces of Uncle Nearest. We're going to go with 1 ounce of Coqui Americano Rosa. And it gives it a gorgeous flavor, by the way. Right. And you're gonna go with half an ounce simple syrup.
So that is pretty boozy there. It already sounds boozy.
It is boozy. Then we're gonna do half a lemon on this go around. And we're gonna use a classic meat cleaver juicer to strain all of the juice out.
And the people that made it, I don't think they call it a meat cleaver juicer. That's what we call them because it's like meat cleaver. So
absolutely. And again, really boozy cocktails, you want to stir those drinks. So we're going to simply stir this in a mixing glass. And again, really boozy cocktail, not trying to dilute it too much. I'm honestly just trying to chill this cocktail down so that all the flavors kind of marry together. All right. Now, we're going to use this great, really light pink coupe. So I think that this is a really great selection. Another piece that kind of inspired me for this cocktail. Xeric has a great collection of coupes at home. This is one of those from that. So it's taking that inspiration in addition to the drink.
We'll give you guys an episode on bar tools and an episode on proper glassware.
Absolutely.
That's necessary for you.
And so we're going to use our huge tweezers here. And we're going to go in with the cherry.
Those tweezers make it easier to pick up, right?
Everything easier, plus less sticky hands. Now, to kind of garnish this on more, really talk about how they're blooming in those cherry blossoms. So again, want to go proper consumption style, switch it up just a little bit. So what really mirrors that is a dragon fruit. So we dehydrated some dragon fruits, and you'll see this kind of be garnished with the cocktail as well.
Nice.
And there you go. There is the Macon.
All right, let's take it to Middle Georgia. Very good.
Does that Macon?
Tastes like Macon, baby. And you know, like you say, that liqueur that you use, what's it called?
This is Coqui Americana Rosa.
Coqui Americana Rosa. And you can certainly taste the Rosa coming through really well. It's not overpowering. It doesn't taste like rose water, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you get that flavor, but you know, it's certainly a little bit floral, but it's certainly still a boozy cocktail. So yeah, cheers.
Cheers.